The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buffaloes will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cyclones offense will have the first possession of the game. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. That swagger sets the tone for this offense, and Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
And how... This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Oh, what a move! They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in, it's Hope. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They keep attacking through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Avent. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, it's Coates. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put him in position to pick up a first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cyclones.
You love as a head defense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it 82 yards, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Colorado's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock, and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
Right back to the well. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering the success now early.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Agbana. He's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and his defense, honestly, just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
QBs that can run completely change your game. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
And the point after is good. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired. And
I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll move.
Nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He uncorks one deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Cyclones decide to punt it away. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Slips through the line. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense probably has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. The pitch to the left. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Buffaloes have moved it inside the 20. After run, now throw. Finds his man. It's Mumpfield. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. This has the makings of a good drive. The 7th play brings up a 3rd and 4. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado.
And the offense continues to run with. Second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line making holes continue.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's amazing how a play by the defensive end of the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those...
And the quarterback one up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up it. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Dropping back, it's Agbana. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Buffaloes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bucks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on the side of the field.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
He lost one down the sideline. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of... Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To throw, it's Agbana. Fires to the big fella. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. And the Buffaloes are in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Touchdown, Buffalo! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. He's looking to throw it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Cyclones will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Coates. They're bringing heat. Forced out of the pocket. Still on his feet at the 45. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
The Cyclones send out the punt unit. returner goes down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Iowa State. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. Here's the return from inside his 10. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third down, going up top. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Offense set on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He looks that one in nicely. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Cyclones moving quickly to the line. Red pass, it's complete. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking for a man. It's Coates. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Cyclones look to keep this drive humming. From the gun. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He's got it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. Trying to punch it in. And they'll knock him down.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown route.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Trying to barge their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some...
Can anyone catch it? And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Good timing on the quick out. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Agbara. Buying some time. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. Sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him, but you can create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Fighting off the defender.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
To the air, it's Coates. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Comes out throwing on first down. Finds a man on the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Lofts one deep down the right side. And he intercepts it. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Using the quick game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Agbana. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker here. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And the try is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Looking to throw, it's Coates. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd to pass. Moving out of the pocket. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, going to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the ground with the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Back to pass, it's Agbana. Touchdown, Bucks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this fourth-quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch. He got some positive action.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They hoped to catch the offense being overly aggressive with the screen, but they got nothing. They got less than nothing and had to like it.
And a lot of times that's just players making plays. I mean, guys that see that and read it, it's just kind of a knack. It's kind of a feel. You feel the screen, break on the football, go make a play, get a big tackle for a loss.
And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to...
He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. They want to just keep throwing it. He's going to take off. At the 40, there he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Dances away from the heat. At the 20, he's got space. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. From the red zone, looking for a man. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Coates. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more.
Oh, they blocked it. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Takes it the distance, and you can give him 2.
A great job forcing the fumble. But here's the thing. I'm okay with plays. If I make you earn it and don't give up those big plays and make you not get a penalty, not put the ball on the turf, I think that's what good defense is about. Great job by the defense, bowing their neck up, forcing the turnover.
Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Trying to get to it. Takes a hit as he fires. And he's got it inside the 25. He is down after 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. We say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Colorado. Now they've got a little breathing room. Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man.
Open runway ahead. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Runs through the tackle. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Coates. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you can learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Cyclones look to do some damage in the red zone. Going up top on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On second down, just keeps firing. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They